Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to zip files as well as folders like images or whatever you can think of, as well as directories in native macOS application with both SwiftUI as well as AppKit. In my previous tutorial I have shown you how to only zip directories or folders, and in this tutorial we will also save the zip file wherever the user feels like, so we are not constrained like in last tutorial. So let's get started. So first, let's go through the code first. So first what you will have to do is, this is our application, right? So first you have to go to your application, and here you will have to select your target over here. Then first go to sign in and capabilities, and here for user selected file make sure you have enabled read and write over here. This is very important. And next thing is you will have to go, so before I show you guys the output, just change the bundle identifier or copy the bundle identifier which you have over here. Then you will have to go to the info tag, and inside info tag you will have to go to exported type identifiers, and you will not see this particular thing. You will have to click on this plus button to see this particular thing. Once you click on this plus button you will see this. So here inside description you can just write something like zip document type. Okay, inside identifier it should be your bundle identifier which we have just copied. Again write your own bundle identifier dot zip document type. Okay, it conforms to public dot data, because whatever data the user is selecting to archive, that's why we have to use public dot data. Extension is zip, and MIME type is application slash zip. So these are two important things. So this will help us to store the zip file wherever the user feels like. I mean, we actually have to write the code for it as well, but this is one of the steps for exported type identifiers. Okay, now let's quickly see the output. So here is my application. I'll click on import, and here if you see my downloads, what I'll do is I'll just go to the downloads folder which I have. I have one image inside this, so I'll just move it to our downloads folder. You don't have to do it. I just want to show you that I can zip both images as well as folder simultaneously. So this is the image. I will select the folder as well. So I want to zip both of this. I'll click on open, then I'll click on archive. Then here it asks the user where he wants to save it. I'll just save it to the downloads folder. I'll click on export, and if you go to the downloads folder, here you can see archive, and if I unzip it, if I open it, here you can see your images as well as my folder. Okay, so I'll just delete this. Now I'll just move this inside. Okay, so now let's go through the code. So first you will need to create a file called zip document first. Okay, and here you have to import foundation, SwiftUI as well as uniform type identifiers. Then here we just have to do zip document colon file document. Here we have to create data, so it takes data as the initialization. Then here we need to pass the read content type, and here we are passing zip document type. So I'll show you where I have created this in a bit. And also inside the init we get the read configuration. Then we just do configuration.file.regular file contents, and then assign our data to our data. Then here we have this file wrapper function as well, which takes write configuration, and it returns back a file wrapper. So we just do return file wrapper, and here we just do require regular file with content and pass data to it. So yeah, that's how simple it is, this zip document. Then come to zip manager. So first we have to import foundation as well as uniform type identifiers. Then I have created one extension for this particular URL. Okay, and then this is the zip document type which I was talking about. Again, this should be the bundle identifier or zip document type. This should match what you have added it over here. So inside exported type identifier, this particular identifier, so that is very important. Then we create a class called zip manager. It has this enum of zip error like source not provided, access denied, creation failed, and unknown, and depending on what it is, I just specify some message. Then here we have created ns file coordinator. This is our file manager.default, and here is our temporary directory. Then we have a function called zip which takes URL sources. So if it is empty, then we just say source not provided. Then we if it is not, then we just map over it and then do start accessing secured scope resource. And if there is no results, then here we just do not able to call for some files continue processing anyway. Okay, so here we then call this create source folder method, which I will show you shortly. Then here I have created this defer block, so I just loop over all the sources, and then we just do stop accessing scope resource, and then we remove the file manager, remove the item with the help of file manager. Then here we create this zip document as well by passing the source folder. So here we are calling this create source folder method. If sources is empty, then we just throw this error. If we have a count of 1, then we get the first item. If it is directory, then we create a temporary directory with the help of appending path source.last path component. And if the file exists, we remove the file. If not, then we just copy the file to our source as well as to the temp folder and return the temp folder back. Then here we create the temp folder. So here we have temporary directory dot appending path of archive. Then we just do file manager dot file exist. If it exists, remove the file. Otherwise, we create this particular directory over here. Okay, then we just loop over all the sources which we have. Then we just get the last path component, and then we just do file manager dot copy item at URL temp folder dot appending path of file name. Okay, and then return the temp folder. Then here we create a zip document as well. So here we have create this ns error, coordinator error, then a normal error and a zip document as well. Then we initialize ns file coordinator. Then we just do coordinator dot coordinate reading item at source, options for uploading, and error is coordinator error. Here we get the reader URL as well, and then we just do try data contents of reader URL, and here we create our zip document. And once we have that, we just print it to the console. So here we just get the error and throw the error back, and here we just check if zip is properly we have the zip. If not, then throw the error back as well, and then return the zip. Then here we have the content view as well. So here we import SwiftUI as well as uniform type identifiers. Then here I have created few states. First one is file URL, second one is show importer, third one is show exporter, fourth is zip document, fifth is error, and sixth is exporter URL. Then we create a zip manager as well. Then if you see the UI part, here I just have one button called import, and once we click on it, we enable show importer to true. And for second button, when we click on it, we just set the zip document to manager.zip file URLs and show exporter to true. So this is the archive button as well. And if URLs is not equal to empty, then we just display all the file URLs which we have imported. Then if you see over here, we have assigned some padding, frame as well as fixed size. Then we have this file importer as well, and here we show our importer. Allow content types item as well as directory, allow multiple selection, I have kept it as true. And here whatever URLs we get, we just assign it to our file URLs variable. Then this is the exporter part. So here we just display it depending on when this variable becomes true. Then we pass the zip document type, and default file name is archive.zip. And here we just get our result. If it is success, print the path and assign the URL to our exported URL. In case of failure, we print the error. So this is the method for creating zip. So we just do source URL dot start accessing secured scope resource. Then we get a coordinator error. Then here we get ns file coordinator. Then we just do coordinator dot coordinate, pass our source URL for uploading as well as coordinator URL, and here we have the reader URL. Then we just do file manager dot default dot move item, passing our reader URL as well as destination URL, and here we just print it out. And at the very end, we just stop accessing the secured scope resource. So yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it, to this particular file. Now let's see how to do the same with the help of AppKit. So you just have to create a native macOS application using Storyboard. I'm not really using Storyboard. It's just that everything is programmatic, but to use AppKit, we have to select Storyboard template from Xcode. Okay, again it's the same thing. I won't go into detail much about it. So here you will have to come over here, go to sign in and capabilities first. Okay, so inside sign in and capabilities, again make a note of your bundle identifier, that is important. And in over here inside file access type, you will have to enable the read write permission for user selected file. Okay, yeah, then here you will have to go to info, you will have to go to exported type identifiers, click on this plus button like I mentioned, pass the zip document type. This should be the identifier, bundle identifier followed by zip document type. Here public dot data, here zip, here application dot slash zip. Then first you will have to create zip document like we did it in previous case. So here is our zip document, nothing special over here. So yeah, you can just basically copy paste it, which I have already explained in the for SwiftUI. Then go to zip manager. This I think is little different. So this is the UI type, this is the extension. Again, this should be your own bundle identifier. Then this is the zip manager which we have seen. Then here we use ns file coordinator, file manager, temporary directory. Here we zip it. Okay, then here we create the source folder as well, so which is pretty much the same. I'm going quickly through this because it is almost the same which I have shown you. And here we create a zip document as well, so which is also the same thing. Then here we create a view controller. So here we import uniform type identifiers. So here first we create this states file URL, zip manager, exported URL as well as error. And here I have created two buttons, import as well as archive, and this is the file label. Then inside view did load, we just initialize setup UI as well as setup constraints. And inside setup UI, we first initialize our import button, add it to our view. Then we initialize our archive button, add it to our view. Then we initialize our file label as well as update the file label, add it to our view. Then inside setup constraints, we just set up the constraints how you do it for AppKit. So yeah, this is how it is. And then here inside update file label, we just map over all the file URLs and display it inside our file label. By default it doesn't have anything. Once we import files, then it has those file URLs. So here we just use ns open panel, allow multiple selection true, can choose directory true, can choose file as true. And here we just do open panel dot begin. If result is okay, then we just assign everything to all file URLs, and then we just do update file label. Then here we have archive files as well. Here we just do zip manager dot zip, pass the file URL. Here we have ns save panel, and then here we pass the content type, what should be the name field string value. And here we just do save panel dot begin if result is okay. And here if we have proper URL, then we just do zip document dot data dot write to the URL. Options are automatic. Whatever URL we get, we assign it to our exported URL variable. So yeah, that's it. That's how you can zip it both in SwiftUI as well as in AppKit for a native macOS application. Thank you for watching. Bye.